Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Phantom.Strategies. So in this video review, I want to have a quick update on Litecoin. Alright, so Litecoin, I covered it a few days ago. They were gonna come up with LitePay, and there were some hurdle with that. And since then we have seen some minor pullback in Litecoin. So right now, Litecoin is sitting at $221 and this data is coming out of Coinbase, and we are looking at the daily chart in Litecoin against USD. So as I have said it in the previous video, on the morning video, as long Litecoin stays over that 208 mark, the 208 support zone, I like Litecoin as long as it stays over that mark. So just want to keep it very simple. Want to make sure that there's enough breathing room, but at the same time I want to make sure if it breaks that support that I'm not in like a big loss. So I want to make sure that I'm keeping my stop tight on that, and I'm not, like, exposing my trade too much or exposing my risk on that trade. All right, so let's look at Litecoin real quick. This is daily. As I said, this looking, as long as it stays over the 208 support, I'm happy with Litecoin. It's also taking the support from the 9-day moving average, so that is also good. So we need to see how the overnight session is going to play along. The Bitcoin price action is coming up against that resistance line. I'm gonna quickly cover Bitcoin at the end of the video, but let's finish up with Litecoin real quick. So let's look at the 8 hours. Okay, so 8 hours again. It's consolidating right now. A lot of push and pull action with bears and bulls. So let's see who can come on top. But I think overall, I feel like the bulls have a better momentum here and better support. At 208, 209, there is a lot of support from the moving average. We have a support from the 20-day moving average. We have support from the 50-day moving average and the trend line, all coming into the play on the 8-hour chart. So there is a lot of support here. That being said, is it going to hold up? We will find out. We don't know yet. But it's looking bullish right now. It's looking like it's consolidating and it's want to break out. It tried to break out previously, but it got stuck in that resistance zone. And it's the reason I'm calling this resistance zone, because a lot of price action took place in that area, that zone. So I wanna mark it so you can easily see that it's like pretty much from 230 to 250. We try to make a run toward that once, did not work quite as well. So let's see if we can actually make a better push this time around and go past beyond that. My target point is still 253, 260 level in Litecoin, but I will be moving my stop losses higher once it get into that resistance zone, just because I want to make sure that whatever the trade I'm making, I'm securing that profit as well on that. So yeah, that's pretty much on Litecoin. Let's look at the 4-hour. Again, it's consolidating, a lot of support here. So the question is if we can stay over those support level overnight. So I'm in the Eastern time zone in US. So let's see if we can. The Asian markets are just opening up right now. The Japanese market are just opening up. So let's see if we can have some more momentum on the upside. Let's quickly look at the weekly. I usually don't want to cover weekly on Tuesdays, but if I look at the weekly, we had that, it's still sitting nicely over the support, that 208, and the fact that the previous week closed over that, I I tend to be, I'm leaning more bullish, and as I said, I'm bullish toward Litecoin. They just had later like stumble or fumble over the LitePay, but still I think it's a good coin to have in the portfolio for 2018. Again, one of the video I made about, like, I think it was a few days ago, regarding Litecoin looking strong. In that video I mentioned that, you know, anything can go wrong during those implementation projects. You know, when they're trying to implement the LitePay, things can go wrong. Things might not go according to the plan. It happens all the time in technology project. If you have been around technology for long enough, or if you have worked on technology projects, then you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. That things can go wrong, or things might not go according to the plan. So that's why when I see traders getting extremely bullish on LitePay and, you know, throwing like, you know, more than 50% of their portfolio on one coin, that is all big red flag to me, at least. You know, that's not the kind of none of the professional trader will do that. No one with the right mind will do that, because there are just risk associated with it. You know, it's just like, you know, something is just a bad strategy. It's like, you know, it might work once, it might work twice, but the third time when it does not work, it will eat up your portfolio. It will eat up your portfolio and won't even, like, you know, blink once. So, you know, it just you know, it's just a bad thing. You know, you don't want to go into that. Just like, you know, earnings in stock market. If you are some people who are trading stock market, I mean, professional trader usually don't like to go into earning with a heavy, you know, they don't like to go into a big position into the earning unless they have really strong you know, inside news, or really strong some like indicators that, you know, that earning report is going to come in their favor. But no professional trader go into those kind of news events with a, you know, with a full position, or, you know, because it's a bad strategy, you know. So keep those things in mind. All right, let's look at Bitcoin. So in the morning video, I covered Bitcoin, and I talked about that we need to go past that resistance level. We are barely getting over that. Okay, so if you see that we finished that candlestick underneath the previous 50-day moving average on the daily, but the good thing is we are finally getting some crossover over that, you know, the resistance line that we have drawn out from that 20,000 high that we made in December. So the question is, can we close this candlestick coming into tomorrow over the trend line? A lot of time what happens is you have this uptick, but it does not close over the trend line, and the market sells off and it comes right below that, and that's very bearish. Okay, so what we want to see is a continuation of this candlestick, and we want to hit that resistance with high volume. We want to make sure this volume is picking up. That will really scare away any bears who are in the market, and, you know, they will really go into hibernation, if you will, for at least for a time being. But that's what I want to see. I want to see a nice uptick in volume. It's trying to break out right here. Let's look at the smaller time frame. Okay, so I see this volume coming in. The question is, can we finish the day tomorrow, next coming day, over this trend line? If that happens, that's really bullish, and that's what we want to see as a confirmation with higher volume. So once that breakout happens, we know that we're gonna go into that resistance zone. First thing will be around, the first target will be 11,000, and if you recall my previous videos from the weekends, I was keep on saying that we can run toward that 11,000 mark, and we should have actually done that over the weekend, but due to some price manipulation we did not make that over the weekend, and we are delayed by a couple of days now, or 2-3 days at least right now. So there is a lot of support that is coming There's a lot of support at 10,000 level. There's a lot of support at 10,300 level. So there's plenty of cushion for the bulls, and they have perfect setup right now in order to make a run toward that 11,000 mark. All right, I don't see. I was looking at the news. I was looking at the headlines, and I really don't see anything which is like a negative. By the way, Telegram ICO, I did not touch it. I don't want to be part of it because it's just way too overhyped. So I mean I can live without it. So I wouldn't be a part of it for at least right now. If the opportunity comes, if there is a good setup, then yeah, I will definitely get in. But I mean, when everyone and their mother, their father, their dog getting into Telegram ICO, I tend to stay away from those things because I mean, then you don't see any value in it, because if everyone is paying the premium price, then that's just not a good trade for me, at least. All right, unless you got into a really cheap price. Going back to Bitcoin, so yeah, let's see how the overnight session goes. If we can get enough push on this price action into 11,000. And I mean, Bitcoin and Litecoin will stay pretty even. They will trade very similar, in a very similar way. So alright, so that's pretty much it, guys. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I post new content every day. If you think these videos are helpful, if you think this video, you're learning something from this video, they're helping you with your trade, then please give me a thumbs up. That really means a lot to me. And let me know if you have any questions. Post it in the comment. I'm pretty good about responding to them, and we'll go from there. I will make another video for you in the morning for the Bitcoin price action. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.